I noticed that, let me see this. Okay, yeah, we got this weird island thing down here. What do they call it? Okay, the coral reef, whatever that is. That's being shown in orange. I don't know why. It looks pretty similar, but we'll explore later. And let's see, what else do we have? What else do we have? Okay, yeah, we got some of this area over here shown in orange as well. Well, let me go into the highlight view. I'll show you the difference between highlight and side by side. And basically, highlight view mode is essentially the right side of the side by side, but bigger. And then, you know, this is also a good place to maybe turn on what's been deleted. And when I hit this button here that says Show Deleted, my deleted color drop down becomes active, and then I can see, oh, kind of in a 3D look here with the red and green, or the orange and blue there, we have what's been deleted. Okay? So we can see what's been selected and deleted and then added new in the new CAD file. So the tools are there for you to pick it apart any which way you want. We have a layer management system too, so you can turn on and off different layers. You know, I don't care about, you know, drafter's notes and things like that. I'll just turn those off, or, you know, maybe I'm just interested in wall lines or something like that. Well, turn those on, turn the others off. All right. This is where I want to take you, slider view mode. When I click on that, what's happening now is we have the, you know, picture like the old light tables, you know, where you'd stack your old drawing on top of the new and see what lines don't line up. Well, that's kind of what's happening here, except, you know, it's in the digital world and it's a lot more accurate. That's because it's working with the CAD geometry, not just a scanned or a blueprint image or something like that. And it says slider, and what that means, we got this gray bar here in vertical fashion right now. If I hover over it, you'll see my cursor changes to a double arrow. Left, right, left, right. Well, I can click on it and hold it, and I can start to just sweep through the new drawing on the bottom, the old drawing on the top. All right? And I can start to see, and this is how I use it. I personally kind of zoom around to those areas I saw back in the side-by-side, you know, those orange areas. And I start to sweep. I remember the bathroom had a lot of orange in it. If you look in here, I'm going to zoom up big on it here. Bring it to the middle. I'm going to sweep. You can see you just got something blinking at you. Well, that's a good sign something's changed. You know, and if I want to make sure, I can see we got some ADA issues going on or something like that. The circle's changed, bathroom's been modified, we got some new dimensions and things. We can see the wall has been jogged a little bit, see how the lines don't meet up there. Got some new dimensions and so on. All right, I found that. Our DocSet manager found it for me. And how do I keep track of it? You know, remember, let's see, there's some other areas. Oh yeah, this guy. All right, so this was shown earlier in side-by-side view. That it, you know, was showing as orange, so some stuff has been modified on it. Doesn't look like it so far, but if I zoom in a little deeper, and I knew this was coming, I was setting you guys up, but I just want to go through and show you that, you know, something you might not see in a side-by-side comparison, you know, you can find in the slider view. All right, so this is a little bump out here put on this coral reef, and you can see they've added a little bit or reduced it a little bit here in the new. They got rid of this bump out, excuse me. All right, so I've been made aware of it, but how do I keep track of it? Well, earlier I mentioned that you have the ability to add your own clouds. You know, if the clouds are missing, and so you don't have to rely on the architects or, you know, your structural consultants' clouds. Well, that's what this button's for. The cloud button. I'll click on it here, and I'll just corral it up, lasso it up. All right, and you're going to see, when you click on it, it's going to ask you, okay, give it a description. I will. I'll say structural bump out deleted. Follow up with Terry ASAP, or whatever you want the notes to be. It's just to help you keep track of it all. And I'll say OK. All right, so we have a cloud. And then earlier, just so we have a couple to work with, all right, the bathroom had changed, right? And it looks like a lot has changed in the bathroom. We got walls moving over here. We've got this door swing kind of being messed with a little bit. So I'm going to look in this whole area here. Define new ADA requirements. And I'll say OK. All right. Well, I've drawn on the drawing with these new clouds, but now what? You know, what good do these do me? Well, that's where I move into the next part of the system, and that's my assignments. Click on this button here. And now you can see we have a couple items listed in our what are called My Assignments folder or area. And if I click on these, they become highlighted on the screen. Okay, there's the purple, there's the blue, and if you notice down here, all right, when I click on this, my notes here as well. And if I click here, the notes are added, and I can add more and more notes as I see fit. But I also want to point out that the assignments area allows you to give these issues, you know, I don't know, like a DEFCON level or a priority, you know, of importance. And you know, red might be, you know, they're pouring the slab tomorrow, and we found an issue today, and we need to find out what's going on today. Okay, that's red. You know, green might be, you know, something that's going to happen here in a couple weeks, and you know, we have some time, but we need to get it through. Yellow, you know, caution or whatever. You choose. We also have these boxes here, and these have to do, you know, it's kind of like a task in Outlook or something where, you know, these are your tasks or your assignments, and it's your job to follow up on these, and you can select whether or not you've completed it or not. Okay, just checking my time and my panel here. All right, so again, drawing for drawing, you might have, I don't know, I mean, I've seen drawings where instead of a bunch of little clouds, you know, adding up all together, I've seen where the entire sheet has just been one big cloud. I'm sure you have too. But, you know, as you start to get more and more clouds put in, your list is going to get a little longer here. And, of course, you're going to need some support, you know, from either your consultants or from your team.